So now, the Atlanta Hawks have discussed John Collins with several teams, including the Phoenix Suns, as we aforementioned, the Utah Jazz, the Washington Wizards, the Brooklyn Nets, and the Dallas Mavericks. John Collins has been on the trade market for a considerable amount of time now. Collins is in the second year of his 5-year, $125 million contract, making $23.5 million. Atlanta has not been interested in taking back Joe Harris as part of a deal with the Brooklyn Nets, and the Hawks have told the Wizards that they're interested in Kyle Kuzma, but there's no traction there as the Wizards would have to give up Kyle Kuzma and probably Will Barton in a deal for that, and it's just, it's not even worth it. While the Mavs, I think a package would. I don't think Davis Bertans would move that. They aren't trading Spencer Dinwiddie. Reggie Bullock and Dorian Finney-Smith. I think Reggie Bullock could be moved, but I don't think Dorian Finney-Smith would be moved. So I don't think there's really any assets there for the Mavs here unless they're doing Christian Wood, and I doubt Christian Wood would be what they would want back for John Collins unless they're trying to shed cap space. But what's your thoughts on a place for John Collins to go, and will John Collins even be moved? Because I just think his best spot right now for a team that would get his most value. And also Utah, they could probably trade like Kelly Olynyk, which we talked about, like a Kelly Olynyk or plus Mike Conley, or like Kelly Olynyk plus Malik Beasley could be something. Give him a couple pieces. But what is your thoughts?
I think John Collins is one of the worst bigger contracts in the NBA right now.
I
would say the Mavericks would.
John Collins is
interested in swapping John Collins for Christian Wood. I think both teams actually would. Let's play a fun game called "What's John Collins shooting from downtown this year?" I'll actually answer it for you. He's shooting 21.9%.
But he's a career league average 3-point shooter. It's just a bathroom.
What's he averaging this season?
John Collins can guard multiple positions. John Collins is a guy who can, be average a double-double. John Collins is a guy who's shown who can average 21 and 10. John Collins can be your small ball 5. John Collins can guard wings. John Collins can pass the ball. John Collins is a good power forward who's misutilized and underrated on a Hawks team where he's the 4th option. I think his value's low right now and could be utilized correctly by a different team. Maybe the Jazz, maybe the Brooklyn Nets, maybe the Dallas Mavericks. Imagine Luka Doncic rolling pick and rolls with John Collins. They stopped running pick and rolls with John Collins also. That's the other thing.
That's why he's struggling. Because he can't score on his own. He needs Trae Young's help to score points.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong about being
I know there's nothing wrong.
You just said it like it was a bad thing.
Dallas would take that trade any day of the week. I think
I agree. I think
on a contending team.
Okay, if you said that, I'll entertain it. You give me, I think, Christian Wood, $17 million, correct? Yeah, like 17, 18.
17? Damn.
17, right? 17 or 18?
Really?
I'm pretty sure Christian Wood, because it was like a 3-year, $50 million deal or something like that.
We got robbed. Jeez.
Who?
Christian Wood.
Who got robbed?
Christian Wood got robbed.
You underpaid?
He's an empty stats player.
I'm sorry. 14.3. He's on 14.3. My apologies.
Oh my God, he got just wrecked.
Like he stole money, overpaid?
No, he got shafted hard, which I guess is what.
No, it wasn't a bad deal. He came out of obscurity and got a big deal, basically. Like
I think Christian Wood is overglorified. Only he doesn't help the team in any way, shape, or form. And that's why he's on the bench. So, Christian
Wood, Reggie Bullock, and a first for John Collins.
I would do that trade.
You would?
Both sides, I would do that trade.
I would do that too. If I was the Hawks, I would do that because you get Christian Wood and then you get another wing in Reggie Bullock. And good thing is, Bullock's on one more year, but that's not terrible. It's only 10.4. You just eat it. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You just eat it. He's a good player. Yeah, he has some good shooting nights, and he's a 3-and-D guy. That's what they need. Okay, and with Justin Holiday being mixed bagged so far, that's not a bad deal. Obviously, the great deal would be if you could trick them into giving you Dorian Finney-Smith and Christian Wood. But literally, if I was Dallas, I'd hang up the phone.
Yeah,
that's the big problem. I'm trying to think of another deal out there. I think that's the only thing because Maxi Kleber, I think that's another untouchable. Maybe you could get Maxi Kleber.
I think you could.
Maxi Kleber and Christian Wood?
But I do think Dwight's more likely than Maxi. But I don't. Yeah, I would imagine.
And I would hang up the phone if I was the Hawks if you offered me Dwight Powell. I think the only deal possible is if you give me a first, Bullock, and Wood.
First, Bullock and Wood. I'd do that trade.
So. It can be a protected first. It can
Thomas, he's my roommate. Yeah, protected first. Yeah, that's probably what it would be.
Yeah, no, that's definitely.